I've been thinking about General Milley and his testimony, and I have a new insight to share about it that had not occurred to me before. Now, Milley said, apparently in defense against the idea that he was usurping President Trump's authority, Milley said, I'm carrying out Trump's intention. Trump had no intention of attacking China. I'm not responding to Trump being out of control. I'm actually responding to Chinese fears that the Chinese might be attacked. And I wanted to allay those fears. I wanted to, in his words, de-escalate, Milley says. And that's why I made the call. Now, it occurred to me, if the Chinese had these fears, how were they communicated to Milley? How did Milley know that the Chinese had these fears? Did General Lee or Xi Jinping say something or call Milley and say, hey, we're really worried about what's going on in America? It turns out, no. You have to go back to Milley's own comments to see what he exactly said. I'm going to now read, and I'm reading from the transcript of the video. The specific purpose of the October and January calls were generated by, and here's the key term, concerning intelligence, which caused us to believe the Chinese were worried about an attack on them by the United States. Wow, think about this. The Chinese said nothing. They gave no indication that they were worried. Who said they were worried? The fourth branch of government, the deep state. The U.S. intelligence agencies said to Milley, oh, we believe the Chinese are really worried. You need to do something about this. And General Milley was responding then not to the Chinese. He was responding to his own deep state. The deep state in America was manipulating the situation, not the Chinese. This, by the way, is confirmed by a statement I just saw from former DNI, Director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe. He was on with Martha MacCallum, and he goes, we have no intelligence that China had any such concerns. This is something that is generated internally. So now you have to ask a completely different question, which is not, by the way, did General Milley unwittingly reveal that he got it from U.S. intelligence? Is he blowing the cover? To say that is to kind of miss the story. The real story is, what is the intelligence community's agenda in putting Milley up to this? Let's remember, this is the same intelligence community. This is the same fourth branch of government that had been trying for 4 years to get Trump. So they are the ones who put out the rumor, quite likely the false rumor. Hey, the Chinese are worried because Trump has gone berserk. You, Milley, need to do something about it. And Milley, of course, either out of idiocy or because he's in on it, it's hard to say which one. Nevertheless, Milley goes, yeah, I better call them. So the key point here is that Milley was de-escalating a situation, not that the Chinese escalated, but that the U.S. intelligence agencies escalated for their own reason. This is what we have to think about. This is part, I think, of the scheme to undermine Trump. They wanted Milley to go around Trump. They wanted Milley ultimately to create a pact, if you will, with the Chinese. This is the U.S. intelligence agency recruiting Milley to do its bidding, not only against the Chinese, who had nothing to do with this apparently, but also against their familiar target, Trump.